My name is Jihan Mahmood. I am a commissioner with the National Human Rights Commission of the Maldives. The National Human Rights Commission of the Maldives is also designated as the National Preventive Mechanism of the Republic of Maldives under OPCAT. Human Rights Commission of the Maldives was designated as the NPM in 2007. Initially, when we started the work, the Commission knew little about preventive monitoring, the methodologies, the ideologies, the principles, the tools, and the intricate details that go into making a preventive visit was quite alien. Was a quite alien concept to the Human Rights Commission. It's very important that a national preventive mechanism understands that a pretrial detention center monitoring visit is completely different from a monitoring visit that you will be making to a psychiatric institution, and to ensure that the composition of your NPM is capable of catering to this diaspora of different types of places of detention where persons deprived of their liberty need your help to uphold their dignity. It took the National Preventive Mechanism around 2 years to work out how it was going to maintain its independent function, as well as draw from the expertise that existed in other departments of the National Human Rights Institution, from other mandates and functions of the National Human Rights Institution. And what we have come to realize is there's added value in being designated as an NPM within a National Human Rights Institution, because there's legal expertise on human rights law, human rights standards, because there's advocacy that is carried out by a separate advocacy unit. As part of torture prevention is taken as part of the human rights dialogue as a whole, and it is placed the torture prevention dialogue is placed with the human rights dialogue every time the Commission approaches human rights issues. And so it gives multiple forums, multiple avenues for the National Preventive Mechanism to get its recommendations implemented, to get the reports heard, to get the issues raised in forums such as the Parliament, and sometimes even in judiciary, inside courts. The Maldives has, in the past 5 years, since the establishment of the National Preventive Mechanism and designation of the National Human Rights Institution as the National Preventive Mechanism, been through great turmoils politically, has been very challenging times for the National Human Rights Commission, which means very challenging times for the National Preventive Mechanism. Its members, the Commission's members and staff, have been in this period threatened with death threats, threat to families. Staff have been harassed while on duty. But the key is solidarity of the institution, the National Human Rights Commission, the National Preventive Mechanism, its own solidarity and commitment to its mandate. Visits to places of detention, ensuring the rights of detainees during times when there's political unrest is very, very important. And at a time like this, if you have your methodologies right, if you are sure of how to get credible information from all sources, such as state institutions and the rights holders, persons deprived of their liberty, and you have, most importantly, the trust of persons deprived of their liberty. Again, that information, when an NPM, National Preventive Mechanism, is able to get that kind of information, credible information, and triangulate the information with what you observe, the documents that you review, and the interviews with detainees and the detention managers and officers. When you collect that collate that information against the political situation, what a national human rights institution achieves is the assessment of a human rights situation of a country in trouble. And that is of great value at any point in time, historically and for future ensuring of human rights.